Hey everybody, this is your host Drew Bell, and welcome to the next episode of Cognition. Let's open this door.
Hello, my dear. I could feel the spirits were active tonight. I knew someone would appear.
Yeah, that'd be me. So, does the shop have the identity problem, or is it you?
Very observant. What's a pretty girl like yourself doing out at the witching hour?
Special Agent Reed. I'm here to ask you some questions about an antique.
My favorite subject, Agent. And you can call me Rose, my dear.
Okay. So, Rose. We had learned about Rose a little bit before the release, but she's definitely a lot different from what I expected. I thought she'd be more of a femme fatale character than wise old sage character, which she actually is. And I'll go into more detail on that later. Don't forget this later. So, let's talk about the shop.
So, you sell antiques?
You do not just sell antiques, my dear. I like to see it as a way to preserve these beauties through the generations. But yes, this is an antique shop, among other things.
Like what? Reading a crystal ball?
If a customer wants to talk to their dear departed mother or father, I am happy to help.
Right. Do you read the tarot too?
I make an honest living, Agent. Nothing wrong with that.
Other than extorting people's hard-earned money, no.
I give people what they want. I know when people need healing and how to help them heal. Right, my dear?
I never quite liked that line because, say because she's really pushing it. This is a person of interest. This is a person who could possibly help us out. But if you keep badgering her like that, then she might say, "Well, get out of my shop," and then you can't solve the mystery. So I think it was really unprofessional of her to do that. But that's actually the final line that I have problems with in this episode. It's just some of the earlier lines I just don't like so much. But everything else is pretty cool now, so let's go.
I wanted to ask you about this.
Ah, that is strange.
What is?
This is only a piece of the toy. Ah, yes, it is a lei pendu, or at least very similar to one. Precious things. Ah, beautiful.
A what?
Le pendu. It was a line of toys that had their roots in the French Revolution. It is said that those in high society used them at secret parties. Mysterious, do you not think? And some say they used these toys to scare their children into understanding what justice could do to them if they did not follow the rules. Horrible, is it not?
So why would a toy like that appear in a crime scene last night?
That is your job, my dear.
You might have been able to hear a little bit of a blip at the last night, and it's actually the original line was what would appear in 2011 or 2012, but it was kind of an interesting thing. The development started in 2011, but then some of the recording was in 2012, so some of the stuff had to be changed because we forgot. Some people forgot what year it was. Let's continue.
Could this have come from this shop?
I have not sold one in a while, but they are not as uncommon as you may think.
Do you know of any other shops that may sell them?
Toy shops, other antique stores. I bet they show up in those online auctions too. As I said, they are not all that uncommon. I am sorry, my dear.
So yeah, what we have is an antique piece. What is this? Is that supposed to be there? Oh, sorry, I'm not bug testing. I need to go back and check what this is, though. Let's look at the lei pendu.
What else can you tell me about it?
The artifact is indeed old, but it has been modified. The wood is very old, and so is the varnish, but the cuts are new. Is this the only piece you found?
Yes. So there are more?
Well, yes. And I would say these cuts were made to fit into some other piece.
Do you carry these?
There is one right there.
Thanks for the help.
Anytime, my dear. Now, tell me the real reason why you are here.
Okay, so this is one of the options where you can take a different path depending on whether or not you start being nice or being mean. And well, let's go ahead and lie. You know, we're not here for the visions, we're just here for the antique.
I already told you, I'm here for the antique.
And I said I cannot help you further with that. Unless there's something else I can help you with, I have other clients to attend.
But this place is empty.
Yes, my dear.
So, let's walk out.
Sorry, I'm just wasting my time here.
As you wish, my dear. But you will come back, and I will be waiting.
I could stay up driving all night. I could use the time to think.
Watch out for an
But I
alarm
better
clock
get some sleep
sound.
tonight. I have a feeling tomorrow is going to be a long day.
They used to be a lot louder, actually. Oh well.
Ready to go. I should see what Davies wanted.
Okay, so the first thing we want to do is visit Davies. We can't come back here
I'm not ready to
quite
head
yet.
back there yet.
In fact, actually, we're blocked out of anywhere except FBI station, so we're going to go there. Now, I am going to take the shortest path. Like, I've discovered the shortest path and the least amount of waypoints you have to make until you finish the game, so I will be following that. That doesn't mean I can't fool around in here. We can look at the Wall of Fame.
So many heroes.
So, my assumption is that, you know, these are backers. Pay attention to the florist's name because, well, first of all, he's one of the developers. And developers are really friendly. Really glad to be able to work with them. But if you pay attention to that and then you look at this, florist is one of our most wanted. And another florist. So, lots of agents and a lot of criminals in that family, apparently. Let's see, what else do I want to look at over here?
We keep awards in there. A few of the top shot ones are mine.
So, hey, we haven't talked to this Gwen person before. Let's talk to Gwen.
Hi, Gwen. How are you?
Erica! Working hard. You know, lots of things to file. But hey, can't complain. Still have my job.
Yeah.
So, what's up?
Well, we can talk about evidence. That's really all we can really do to talk about her. So, sure.
So, how's it been handling the evidence room?
Crazy, isn't it? Davey said it's only until we get out of this mess. Cutbacks and all. Wish this came with the raise, but what can you do? Anyways, if you have any requests, I can get it for you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, so if we need any evidence,
Gwen.
Anytime.
we talk to her. Unfortunately, we don't. Well, or fortunately, we don't really need that right now. Sure, let's do this first. We're gonna sit at our desk. This is our desk with the nasty egg sandwich.
Let's see what's new today.
Hey, Erica.
Sully?
Davies told me that she had to leave as soon as she got here, to let you know.
Thank you.
She said she needed to talk to you about that antique you found yesterday.
How did she know? Terrence.
Yeah, she was mostly talking to herself. You know how she does that. She had a similar piece or something?
Really? Interesting. Need to see this thing.
I'm sure. Are you avoiding me?
Sully, I have 10,000 things in my head right now. Can we talk later?
Sure. You want to grab lunch later?
I guess this is something, there's really no reason to say no to him right now because we don't know this guy. We know that Erica's sleeping with this guy. But since we're a bitch, we're gonna say no.
No, thanks. Brought my own food.
Right. Well, you left your jacket at my place the other night. I can bring it by, or you could maybe...
I really need to get to work.
Sure, no problem.
Now, one effect of
I
that...
have to get into Davy's office somehow.
One effect of what I just did is that you can't talk to him for pretty much most of the rest of this episode. So don't forget that that there's a phone here, because I did my first
I
time.
don't have any business with...
Oh, well, this is only for inter-agency relations. There's a picture of Scott.
That's Scotty. It's my best picture of him.
Yeah, sure, let's look at the computer. And get acquainted with this a little bit. Let's look at email.
Reed. Had to head out to take care of some business. I expected you to be here earlier. I have important information related to the case in my office. We'll talk when I get back. Davies. What does she have in her office?
Let's see. So yeah, there's something in her office, so we'll need to apprehend that. I don't want to go through all these emails, but this one's pretty significant.
Figures. Dad avoids visiting Scott. Maybe that's why he decided to bury him there, so that he could be as far away from his memory as possible.
So let's see, he had a brown and green sweater. That might be important. Oh, and a calm expression on his face. But let's buy some flowers for him. So that's what we will do. Yeah, I won't go for the other stuff. Sully's going to talk about lunch. Terrence throwing a party. Whatever.
The case database. I can access closed and current cases here.
When you play, you can read all that stuff. So something interesting, because you won't get a lot of this information from this episode, but it's good to read it, so I'm going to read it now. The Kane killer. Apparently 7 victims. I think it's supposed to be 5. I have a report out for that, but maybe it's 7. I just think it's 5. From A, the E comic, and B, what we're about to read. So nobody has seen this person, and except for Erica. Probably has some scarring from the burns. So the Kane killer is a nickname given to someone in 2006 who kills siblings. I'm trying to look. Yeah, killer targets siblings. And this was September 2006. Killed 2 people there. September 7. Also killed 2 people there. And then on 2008 was the one with Scott and Erica. So that should be 5. I don't know. What's interesting? So it seems clear that in each case the female is given a chance to interact with the device and potentially save the male. So, you know, it seems that it's in the Kane killer's mind, it seems that it's important for the female to have the option to rescue the male every time. So we can imagine that he has some sort of technical intelligence. Also, he seems to probably have a dysfunctional relationship with his sister and is seeking resolution through these killings. So that's interesting. It's something that you actually aren't going to get much info right now, because Kane Killer isn't the name of this episode, so you're not going to see much of him. Otherwise, we can't do much of this. Before I forget, some of these causes of felony are interesting, like voodoo and werewolves and vampires. I don't know if we'll be seeing any vampires. We could be.
I don't have any evidence to look at right now.
So if we do have evidence, we'll have this. Unfortunately, we don't have any, so...
Exactly what it says. A people search. I don't have anyone to search for right now.
Yeah, right. We'll get some more people later. So that is the workstation. But We don't have much use for it right now, although that email from Davies is important. She has an antique piece. And we need to get it. So let's just open the door.
Locked. I'm going to have to get creative if I want to get in there.
Yeah. Can't get in right there. Oh. Almost forgot. Before I leave, well, I guess I could do that anytime. There's also something else we can do right now. We can open up this drawer and get some change. There used to be a USB cable here, but it turned out to be buggy and unnecessary, so it's gone. So, used to attach to the phone and do some stuff, but it turned out to be completely unnecessary, so we took it out. And that's the story of why there's a space on that in that desk there. Okay, let's talk to John. Let's look at this.
The guy doesn't go anywhere without that thing. A present from his dad or something like that.
Okay, so he always carries that lighter around. That could be interesting for the future.
Good morning, John.
What's so good about it?
Let's talk about Davies.
Have you seen Davies?
Sully told me she left early. Got reeled in by something, I suspect.
Great. Know when she's coming in?
Nope. Now stop asking questions.
It's my job.
Well, stop being so good at it.
Has Sully said anything about me?
Look, I'm not good at this lovey-dovey shit, but we were at Joey's the other night, throwing him back, and the kid opened up. He's confused.
Oh, I don't blame him. I have fun when I'm with him. It's just... I feel like I'm cheating.
You mean because of...
You know. It's one thing when you touch a body and find details that help on a crime scene. But when someone holds your hand and you see him looking at penthouse magazines and...
Don't all guys do that?
It's not that. I feel intrusive. If I find things that I don't like later, too bad. But I want to get there at my own pace. I don't want to know his parents before I even have the chance to feel it's going too fast when he asks me to meet him.
Man, I don't know what it'd be of me if every time I kissed my ex-wife I saw my mother-in-law.
That's on a good day.
So that's kind of an interesting way of looking at things, because, yeah, that would be the blowback of having that power. You'd actually probably be seeing things that you don't want to see as well. Let's talk about Rose.
So I went to see that woman, Rose.
And?
I don't know. You know I hate that spooky shit. But she seemed to know something.
You gotta deal with these flashes of yours now, before they seriously screw up your ability to do your job.
I guess.
If you ask about the key, he'll say he lost it, and he wouldn't help you anyway. He's grumpy. Let's talk about the... Yeah, let's just leave.
Well, I guess I should get back to the case now.
How are you feeling, kiddo?
I'll survive. I'm gonna stop by Scott's grave today.
Red, my mama always said, if it's meant to be...
It'll happen. You know what pisses me off? Not that I haven't caught the killer, or that Davies closed the case, but the fact that there may be another pair of innocent suckers out there whose lives could be about to change forever because of this bastard.
He's been quiet for 3 years. Maybe the guy died, who knows, had a heart attack. The guy was on fire last time anyone saw him, you know? Look, in any case, stop the whining and go do some work. You are better than that.
Yeah, I'll catch you later.
So, as prompted, we are going to go visit Scott in his grave, of course. There's no ghosts in this game, as far as I know. So yeah, let's head out. So we could go to the morgue, but that's actually going to be very I'm going to be going there later than normally. I think people would normally go. Instead, I'm going to come here and... Let's see. I'll take a look around here.
Damn, I forgot to bring flowers.
So this is the cemetery that was in the beginning of the game, just a different view of it. Yeah, that's Scott's grave.
Dad decided we should bury Scott in the same place he died, instead of where Mom is buried. I never asked him why, but I didn't want to deny him anything. He was so broken. I forgot to bring him some flowers. Way to go, Erica.
Well, luckily there's flowers here, so we can get those. But we will do that in the next episode. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you.